What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Real Fitness Talk with Coach Christian and
Coach Robert.
Oh, yeah. Look, today we want to go ahead and get right to the point. The coronavirus is changing the world, guys. It's changing the way the world lives, humanity
We're in
lives.
DEFCON 1.
It is crazy.
And I don't even know what that means.
But you know what? We know it's serious at the end of the day.
You're stuck
100%.
at home. You're watching us now. You're enjoying this time. It's a situation, essentially.
Look, guys, we're joking around because you kind of got to be positive in a time of negativity going on. Right now, the world's going through chaos, and honestly, warriors, right, are at war. But the thing is that they got to be peaceful in their mind.
See, the warriors are in war with their inner selves, essentially. Exactly. That's the way I look at it. My family looks at me and like, how are you so positive right now? Like, we can't go out. We can't, like
socialize. You can't get together. You can't even be a family.
We can't even be a family. Well, I mean, you could be a family at home,
immediate family.
Immediate family.
Right? But like, if you got your cousins and blah, 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 like, it's almost looked down upon right now to meet up together and have something.
I don't know. That's going to be hard in a Mexican household. I know we're tight as hell. So I'm not even Mexican, but I'm just saying. I'm Salvadorian, close enough.
I am Mexican. I know my family. We had to bury my grandma recently, and what I really want to kind of point out is beyond the coronavirus, my family has been going through something very serious. Like we buried my great grandmother, and it's been a time to where like we're not supposed to get together, but we had to. We were in church, and
you have to. I mean, it's such a big thing.
It is, but like even then, like we're in church together, and like I said, we're going through the process, and we're like, hey, we're not going to do things the way we usually do them because right now it's a scary time. And what it makes me realize is like how much fear does the world have to be in so that every single tradition changes, right? Right now, our gym is closed. The gym that we coach in is closed. Yeah. Every grocery store is on the verge of closing. They're telling you places are going on lockdown, and you have to stay within your home, and you need to stock up, and people are hoarding on supplies. It's like we were kind of joking because you need to laugh at something, but in reality, this is a serious matter, and there's a lot of craziness going on. So we want to provide solutions for the problems going on, and the big thing is that you guys got to stay healthy.
This is an opportunity to really understand, who we are as humans. Learn to, bring peace to others around you because there's a lot of media that is scaring a lot of people. And don't get me wrong, the news is there for a reason. We want to hear this information because we don't want to be like what happened with Italy where the information was basically being shut down. And then there's a complete lockdown where the majority of the population is in a whole situation. Don't get me wrong, they're able to go to grocery stores, all this stuff, but at the same time, too much negativity creates too much negativity around our lives. But I tell people, you have to learn to be positive during these negative times. Essentially, I feel like this is a tipping point, not just for the U.S., and I don't want to get political so much with all this stuff, but with the world, it's a tipping point with humanity, essentially, because we're gonna see, we're in an age of digital era, social media, like everything is in our hands right here. It's like you see it on our cell phones or on our smartphones. We see everything right there in that instant. And my biggest thing is like it's gonna be a big learning point for a lot of people. We're gonna learn from this experience, essentially. And I do pray for everybody to be safe. If you really do not need to be going out to a public place where there should be more than 10 people, do not, And just because you may be healthy, I may be healthy, I may be strong, you may be healthy, but my grandma, she's on dialysis. She's not the healthiest, So I got to take care of myself to make sure that I don't get sick because, I may be fine from it if I do contract it, but not my grandma or my grandfather, who are older, they're elderly, they're 80 years old, I'm not trying to take that risk, essentially.
We all got to do our part. Like at the end of the day, this is the number one thing that I'm realizing is like the world's kind of falling apart, but I've seen a lot of positive information like, hey, since people needed to stay inside, world pollution has gotten better.
Play some Monopoly.
Rivers have gotten cleaner, and like the Mother Nature and Mother Earth has gotten better because we're stopping the pollution that we were bringing on a daily basis. So at the end of the day, like right now is a perfect time to grow. It's a perfect time to kind of reflect on, wow, like this virus is infecting respecting humanity. But as humanity pulls off from our day-to-day society standards, the world is actually getting healthier, and maybe humanity needs to respect Mother Nature a little bit more. And in return, this is something from Mother Nature, right? That we're going like, we have to learn from this. You got to grow from this, or else we're going to suffer the end consequence. And there's a lot of Bible verses I've been reading lately, man, that just kind of make very clear sense. And my number one favorite one is, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And right now, this feels like a weapon. This feels like an attack. And the number one thing is that you guys got to attack back. There's a coach, and, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. He's the coach of Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade and Michael Jordan and a lot of other famous people in the NBA. His name is Tim Grover. And Tim Grover, right, his business name is Attack Athletics. And the thing is that his whole philosophy is you need to attack head on, because that's how you're going to get an advantage on the situation at hand. Right. And the thing is that Tim Grover was a coach of the greatest of the greats in the NBA. And the thing is that he goes, what was the similarity between Kobe, Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, and all these other people that he coached? It was their will to win. It was their will.
It's their mental power. At the end of the day, exactly. Physical goes, to a certain point, without a doubt. But mentality, the way you look at things, is going to essentially push you in the hardest of points. So for those who do not know, I'm a Marine. And one of the biggest things for what they teach us is that you either going to break physically first. It's always going to happen. Your body can only go so far, but your mind, that's what's going to keep you going. You're going to be able to keep running when your knees, when your hips are hurting, when you're climbing that hill, when you're in the midst of a battle. Like, your mind is everything. And that's the biggest thing. You want to make sure you build that mental fortitude, and especially this hard time, right? Because this is where you're going to see who you truly are as a human being, not just for yourself, but for your family members, for your friends. Are you going to be that person that's going to bring that negativity to their life, or that positivity? It's like, hey, we're in this together. We're going to learn how to ration food properly. We're going to make sure that we're not going out in public areas getting ourselves sick because we want to be selfish and be going outside and stuff like that. We're going to learn to truly see this tipping point, like I said, as ourselves. We're in that cocoon stage right now. We're at home. We're stuck in a cocoon. And by the time we get over this big, hump, this roller coaster that is life, we're going to, metamorph into this butterfly as a human being. All right?
Let me ask you guys. Robert mentioned something. He goes, we're in this cocoon. What does the cocoon mean? That means that you're in a place of, like, you're almost trapped, right? Like, think about how long a caterpillar has to be in the cocoon for, months, right? It has to withstand the rain. It has to withstand animals trying to attack it. It has to withstand a lot more than what humans actually think about. And at the end of these months, it transforms to a butterfly. Let me ask you this question. Can a butterfly go back to being a caterpillar? No. Never, right? A butterfly can never transform into a caterpillar.
You're never the same person you were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
And you're always going to grow.
You're always growing in some way, form, or another, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally, whether it's your habits, whether it's anything, essentially, as a human being, as a husband, as a brother, wife, mother, daughter, all that stuff. You are never the same person. I am not the same person I was a year ago, 5 years ago. I'm always a different person. My biggest philosophy to myself, and one of my commanders has always told me, you always want to grow 1% better than you were the day before.
Always. And that's it. They say the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you might have this big picture, this big goal. And like right now, humanity, we're looking forward to the day where this virus is days of the past. And it's literally just like it's not
here to stay. That's the biggest thing we have to understand too. It's a scary time, without a doubt, but it's not here to stay. It's like you say all the time, hard times are here just to pass.
Only to pass.
Only to pass. They're gonna be here, but they're only here to pass. They're not gonna be here forever. But we have to learn from those experiences. What is those hard times?
Distance is resistance, and resistance forces you to grow. Right now, we're distant from what we thought life was going to be, right? Like our normal day-to-day life, we're very far away from that because things got shaken up. But right now, when things get shaken up and when you're distant from what you wanted life to be, guess what? Yes, it causes pressure, but pressure makes diamonds. You guys will grow from this. Right. And, the number one thing that I want you guys to realize
it also crushes other people, too. It crushes coal. But just because you're the person that turned into a diamond doesn't mean you can't help other people. All right, this is where, like I said, you have to learn to be, a helpful hand to those that are in need of these things.
Look, as humans, we are all natural born leaders, all right? Other people lead a little bit more strongly than people who haven't had the experience. Right now is your chance. Right now is your opportunity, all right? You have experience in something. You are better at someone else in something, whether it's being a mother, whether it's being a caretaker, a protector, a nurturer. Maybe you're good with money. Maybe you're good with, like I said, cooking food, whatever it is. Right now, we need to come together as a community, as humanity, and it's time for leaders to lead. How is it that you can lead? What is the one area that you feel confident in? All right, like the thing is that what makes some people afraid doesn't make others fearful. All right, right now we need to face our fears together. Together we are stronger, and we got to realize that this is time to, like Robert said, we got to grow. So what is it that you need to grow on? What is it that we need to work on? You have time right now, right? And how many of you like been waiting for a pause on life? Right, like one of the best.
I'm always busy. I never have time with my kids. I can never do this at home. I've been wanting to learn the piano, the guitar. I've been wanting to learn how to speak French. I've been wanting to learn how to do this, this, and this, and this. And we always end up making these excuses. I am guilty, just as guilty as myself. So I know that you play the piano, and I actually have a keyboard too. And I stared at it tonight when I saw you on your story, and I'm like, oh, he's practicing. I should probably plug mine in too, because for those who do not know, I come from a family that plays instruments. All my siblings, we all play instruments. I played the saxophone, played a little bit of guitar, but the piano is where I like gravitate towards. Use that opportunity. Like Christian said, you want to take that time to spend with your family when you know that sometimes you just don't have enough time to spend with your kids, not enough time with your parents, whether it's your daughter, your mother, anybody that you feel like you never have that enough time. Take this time. It's slowed down. It's not under the best of circumstances. Like I said, we had to take everything with a grain of salt, but we got to look back and like, you know what? They're right. I've been wanting to learn how to speak whatever language. I've been wanting to learn to focus on my hobbies. I've been wanting to learn how to paint, whatever the case may be. Take this opportunity. You're stuck at home. Might as well, essentially.
Look, guys, your family is going to grow if you're disciplined and structured during this time. This time is either going to cause you to panic or it's going to cause you to grow and to literally, rise above what the situation is. We got to focus on something that speaks to your heart, all right? There's some muscles that you can work outside of the gym. Your gratitude muscle. How grateful are you right now? Right? Are you counting your blessings or are you counting the mistakes and the problems in your life? All right, there might be a lot of bad going on, but if you still got your family, if you still got your kids, if you still got loved ones around you, you still got food, you still got toilet paper, like you better be counting your blessings before you start counting the problems that aren't even happening yet, but you're just reading them on social media.
Remember, at the end of the day, someone always has it worse than you.
Always.
So we tend to count all our bad things, but we forget to count our blessings. Like Christian said, we always look at the negative first, but we got to take that pause, take a step back, and look at our positives. What do I have going on for my life? What are the positive things that make me happy? What makes my family happy? All right. Essentially, what we're trying to talk to you is what is your mindset in this situation right now? This is what we're trying to go after, because I've been hearing a lot of clients messaging me, a lot of members were like, Robert, I am not motivated right now. I'm stuck at home. I wish I was training with you guys right now, working out. I can't go out and socialize. I can't do all this. I feel unmotivated being stuck at home. All right, and I get that. And trust me, even as us coaches, we're looking at the situation just, gravitate, worse and worse. And we're looking at each other and we're like, damn, this is getting, we feel helpless as coaches because our biggest thing is we want to motivate our members, our clients, the people around us, whether it's family, anybody. We're trying to keep them motivated. And we're slowly seeing this snowball effect where it's like, oh, you see this with the coronavirus? You see this, you hear that? And as coaches, we don't want to hear it, but we also got to understand, and hence why we closed down, even before the whole stay-at-home thing, because we were like, we got to take care of our members. We got to make sure that they don't get sick. We don't want to be that cause. We got to take care of them. Even though for us it's hard because we want to keep training them. We want to make sure we're keeping them healthy. And it's like, what do we do? You know what I mean?
Right now is a time where, like I said, we got to come together. We all got to stay active. Like the best things you can do throughout this coronavirus are to make sure you're training. Right now, I literally, this morning, they just said that the school districts in our area, they were on, they stopped for a couple weeks, but now it was literally put out months. Literally, it's about 7 weeks out right now from a maybe school's going to come back.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, there's a lot of kids that are stay-at-home kids right now. They're getting homeschooled. They need PE. So we were doing our best to provide that physical education so you and your family can exercise. And that's your responsibility. When I tell you leaders, it's time to lead. Moms, dads, it's your time to keep your kids healthy. It's your time to lead.
If it's a sunny
from the
day,
front.
take them out to the park, walk. Of course, keep your distance from people. You take those precautions. Make sure they're not touching stuff they're not supposed to be touching. And if they are, make sure you wipe it down. We still got to take these precautions, without a doubt. But the biggest thing I'm saying is lead from the front. You know, just as like us coaches try to lead from the front, we try to stay in shape. You got time with your kids right now? You got time with your family? Hey, lead from the front. Show them, you know, hey, we got to be physically fit. Because the biggest thing about this whole virus is we have to stay healthy. We have to stay active. We got to make sure our nutrition is on point. We got to make sure we're mentally also there and physically, emotionally as well. You know, it's all these things, all these pieces, all right? And of course, if you do have, you know, these physical limitations, we're like, you know what, Robert, I've had cases of pneumonia, I have breathing problems, I have high blood pressure, we have these pre-existing conditions, then of course take those extra measures because we don't want anything bad to happen to you either.
Look, right now, guys, at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we are strong. What is it that you got to do? I want to ask you this question. Let me challenge you. What's the one area that you've been lacking in? What's the one area that you know you've been telling yourself, I wish I could do this. I wish I had the time to do this. And deep down inside, you're not fulfilled in your heart. You're missing some joy. You're getting up every day and you were going to work before the coronavirus. You were doing the day-to-day motions. You were being a mother or a father. But at the end of the day, there was something missing, right? Right now is that time to fill that empty piece, all right? You got some time. Use your time wisely. You can use your time panicking or you can use your time freaking out. Like I said, the best thing to do is to make sure that you're using your time smartly, wisely, investing in you, investing in your family. The thing is, if you keep your mind, your body,
Try to bring
and
the
your
mic a little bit
spirit,
closer.
if you got your mind, body, and your spirit in balance, the number one thing is that you guys are going to stay healthy and whole. And that's going to be able to fight off this virus, all right? This hard time will pass. Stay strong mentally. Stay positive. Right now, the world needs more positivity than it needs negativity. So just ensure that you're being that light rather than that darkness.
Right. There's always light in the darkness, and there's always darkness in the light. That's a big thing. You know, one can't exist without the other, but it depends on what side you're going to choose to live on, essentially. You know, are you going to live on that side of positivity or negativity? You know, and I tell people, tell my clients, tell my members, this is the opportunity, you know, for your health, your fitness level of discipline. This is where you're going to truly learn how disciplined you are. Take this opportunity. All right. If you're a person that doesn't have much of a routine, guess what? Time to learn a routine. If you got to wake up, first thing I do, I make my bed. All right. Make sure my room is clean. I slowly build this routine because now I'm building that discipline. Are you building that discipline? If you lack discipline, are you writing down what you need to make that discipline? So take this opportunity. Like I said, this is opportunity in a hard time. And I always tell people, it's just, we like I said, and I get back to it, and I sound repetitive, and I sound like a broken record player, but opportunity arises in any situation, whether it's good, whether it's bad. It's all depending on your mindset. All right. If it's your time to shine, make it shine. If you see that people are hurting right now, if people are struggling, hey, it's your time to help them out. All right. This, like I said, humanity needs more positivity versus negativity. This is all about a mindset. It's all about who you are. All right. And of course, keeping yourself healthy, keeping your family safe, keeping everybody around you safe too, of course.
And look, team, remember, educate yourself and then think. All right, don't overreact. Don't overthink. Control your thoughts. The number one philosophy that I like to teach human beings in general, inside and outside the gym, is that your mind is a garden. All right, literally, every thought you have is a seed that is being planted into your subconscious mind. And if you didn't know, you have your conscious mind. That's you controlling your thoughts. That's me controlling what I'm saying. Your subconscious mind is what happens. You ever been in traffic and you just driving and you're still thinking anyways? That's your subconscious mind speaking to you. That never turns off, all right? That's the garden I'm talking about. When you plant seeds of positivity, you will get fruits of positivity.
You build a positive consciousness.
When you do not control that garden, and when you do not only, like, it's not only planting the seeds, but it's watering them, it's nurturing them with the sunlight, it's giving it that positive, fertile soil, and then most importantly, giving it time. And right now, we got to realize we are in a time of distress. And this will pass, but not on your time, not on your clock. When it's ready to pass, it will pass. So be patient. Patience is bitter. Right now, it's
Patience
bitter.
is a virtue.
And amen to that. But like I said, school's out, jobs are out, small businesses are hurting, you're stuck inside. Be patient, be positive. This will pass. Right? But only if you're faithful throughout this time. Right now, it's time to be relentless and ruthless with your faith. What does that mean? I'm not trying to hit you with religion, but I'm saying, are you that positive that no matter what kind of negativity is hitting you, that you stay positive? You got to be ruthless. You got to be relentless. That means you never give up, you never quit, and no matter what, you don't make a damn excuse. You make sure that you stay positive throughout thick and thin. And if you do stay positive, I guarantee you guys will come out as winners, not a victim of
One of my most favorite quotes is hard times make strong men. You know, that's essentially what it means. You know, hard times like we're living right now in this very moment in our lives make strong people. All right, and this is where you're gonna truly see who you are. And then I'm not calling anybody weak, but it's like, all right, how am I going to buckle down? How am I going to take care of myself? How am I going to take care of the people around me? And that's essentially what we're saying, you know. Motivation, it comes not just externally, but comes most importantly internally. That's what motivation comes from. So stay healthy, stay active, keep moving. If you got to go outside and run, don't run if it's cold, if it's raining. I don't want you to get sick either, right? It's already bad enough when people look at you, sneeze, and they're like, oh my God, freaking out.
Itch in my throat.
That's like,
hold it.
Even our own families, like I think my aunt was like cleaning with like bleach or something, and I'm very sensitive when it comes to bleach, and I start coughing. She's looking at me like, "Why are you coughing?" And I'm like, "It's the bleach."
You're killing me.
I swear to you. So you got to learn to have fun with this. It's the opportunity of a lifetime. You know, we live in a such fast-paced world, and we got to remember 60, 70 years ago, it wasn't that case. Majority of the time, we spend our time at home with our families. You know, we knew, and I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of times, right, especially right now, we are strangers to our own families. We are strangers to our own kids. We are strangers to our own significant other because they spend the majority of the time either working or at school, or they're gone with their friends, or they're doing something. And we know they have these hobbies. We know they have these habits, these things going on for us. And we have what we think who they are, but when we sit down and really and talk to them face to face for days, we're truly going to find out who we are talking with, whether it's our kids, whether it's our significant others, whether it's with yourself. You're going to see, you know, what you truly are with that relationship. Because, like I said, essentially sometimes we're strangers to our own families.
And you know what, guys, you realize we live in an age where technology is there to be a tool. Why don't you call someone? Why don't you text someone? Why don't you DM someone on social media of whatever platform you decide to use?
You got no excuses. You really don't.
Reach out to people.
People are like, damn, they're calling us out.
Call people. Let them know, hey,
how are you doing?
Right now, the world's crazy. How is it that you're doing? How's things on your side of the earth? Maybe it's a couple miles away. Maybe it's on the other side of the earth and the other side of the world because you just got family in different places. Right now is a time to be a nurturer and be a leader and be someone who cares. All right. We were just talking about being a coach, like right before this podcast. And the number one thing and the number one, I guess, skill that a coach can get great at is caring about his or her reputation. All right. And the reputation being something that is positive and firm throughout negative times. You see, as a coach, every single person walks in through our gym doors or they walk into a session with us negative and full of excuses. But it is up to a coach to literally bring the best out of that person, to fight their excuses, to fight their negativity. And the truth is that the only requirement a coach needs is that they need to care and they need to be a little bit better at being more positive than the person next to them. And
because we are human too. That's
Amen.
the thing. We have, like you said, yes, we may be coaches, but we're human too. We are not perfect beings, all right? By not all means. We have our problems. We have our things that are going on with our families. We have all that. Just like you have those things that happen in your life, we have it happen in our lives. So we got bills to pay. We got family to deal with. We got issues to deal with. But we've learned to find that positivity and that in the world of negativity, essentially. And we try to transfer that to you.
We bring it out of other people. Are you going to bring it out of other people right now? Or
Whether it's like 4 a.m. where we're like, woo, all right, 4 a.m, all right, here we go. But I got to train these people. I got to coach them. I got to help them out. Because if they're going to show up, I got to show up with 110%.
And you know, Robert brought up something very important. He mentioned the word train. You see, we are both certified trainers. We both have different certifications beyond being a personal trainer. You don't have to be certified in fitness in order to be a coach. All right. If you can have a little bit more of a positive perspective and a different look on a problem that is more solution minded, then you can enlighten someone else to being more solution minded and being more positive too. And at times, guess what? You need to know what the form is. You need to know how to exercise. You need to know how to eat right. But what's most important is your perspective in the situation. If your overall perspective is positive and you see the best in the situation rather than the worst, then you're going to get the best out of the situation rather than the worst. It's as simple as that. So look, guys, beyond needing to be perfect, I don't know the exercises to do at home. I don't know what exactly to eat. Just make sure that you're fueling your body. Make sure you're staying active. Make sure you're being positive and you're planting seeds of positivity in your garden that we call a mind. And if you do that and you are patient and you are willing to wait happily with a smile on your face, we are all going to come out of this a lot stronger.
So we're going to take a quick break pause. We're going to show you guys a little bit of information if you guys want that. So give us a second.
You tired of excuses? Are you tired of complaining that you're not getting to results specifically throughout the coronavirus and the quarantine? Well, guys, guess what?
Or you're just tired.
Hey, our support group is for you. Look, real talk, guys. Want to let you know. Robert, right here, professional videographer. He's the one that's handling all the editing on the podcast and whatnot. So what you're watching, what you're listening to right now is already a product of him. But he is taking 15 of our other coaches, and we are performing body weight exercises, dumbbell exercises, resistance band exercises, like equipment that's easy to use at home, all right? So if you're looking to stay active, but beyond that, you're looking to keep your kids active, looking to keep your family active, this support group is for you. Beyond workouts each and every single week, you're getting at least 3 to 4 workouts a week. You're actually going to be getting nutrition tips every single day as well. You know what? I'm sorry, I mentioned 3 to 4 a week. We're actually right now during the quarantine, we're going hard and we're doing workout videos every day of the week. So that's 7 workout videos a week. That's 7 nutrition tips a week. And we are providing nothing but value. Every day it's a different coach.
We're constantly giving constant content, whether it's workout videos, whether it's nutrition, whether it's motivational information, right? We are constantly messaging you guys back, all right? So when you guys are letting us know, like, hey, I have a question, guess what? Not just myself, not just Coach Christian, but you have a platform of multiple coaches that will be at the constant ready to message you, all right?
The dream team.
The dream team, essentially, all right? So if you guys want to get that information, you can either give us send us an email at Coach Robert, Coach Robert. For some reason, I can't even think of my email.
Coach Robert, FBBC
at gmail.com. I had a brain fart. Don't judge me, all right? This is our first commercial ever.
Woo! And look, my email is Coach Christian, FBBC at gmail.com. Coach Christian, that's CHRISTIAN, FBBC at gmail.com. Coach Robert, FBBC at gmail.com. And you know what? Look, the number one thing that's happening in our group is coaching as well. Beyond the workout videos and nutrition, we posted a question yesterday at 2 p.m. That's literally less than 24 hours from what we're recording right now. And there's over 500 comments on that one post.
Yeah, there was like 100 comments within like the first half hour.
Hour,
I think we're like
guys.
600 deep in this group.
Like I said, right now, last time I looked at it, was 500 comments. And that's all comments from clients that are suffering. We're suffering the same problems. We're coming together as a community. And beyond that, they have 10 coaches responding with different answers and different solutions. That way, it's not just one opinion, it's multiple professional opinions. So look, if you guys need coaches right now, realize that the online world, the social media age that we live in, this is a perfect time to capitalize on your own health and invest in yourself. All right, so reach out to us. We gave you the emails, but beyond that, leave a comment on whatever social media platform you're watching this on. We're going to post
give us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. All right. So if you want to follow our Instagrams as well, mine is My Life Aesthetics. I'll make sure I write it down. And yours is
Phoenix of Fitness. You can also look up my full name, Christian Ramirez, and either or will pull up, guys.
Exactly. And if you want to follow the podcast Instagram that we just started, it's Real Fitness Talk Podcast. And also we have a YouTube channel, which is Real Fitness Real Fitness Talk podcast, and you can give us a subscribe. That way you can watch all the past videos that we started, and you can get that notification when you see all the new videos that we're going to be posting out. So give us the follow on that. Also, if you don't have the time, because guess what? You do have an essential job where you do have to go to work, all right? Or you have to be supplying, whether it's a hospital or anything where you can't, like, hey, coach, I actually have to be working in this time of crisis. You can also listen to us in the car. So you can listen to us on Anchor.fm. It's an app. Or you can listen to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and even Spotify, all right? You just got to type in Real Fitness Talk Podcast, and we'll pop up right there, all right?
Boom. Wham, and
awesome.
Thank you,
That is
man.
our
Let's
commercial.
go.
Yeah. When we are back from our commercial.
Oh, yeah.
So,
all right, guys.
I hope you guys like that information.
Amen to that. But look, guys, I want to leave you guys with something strong. All right. I want you guys to realize you got more than just your physical muscles to train, right? It's not just your body you can train. Right now, you have your mind, body, spirit, right? You got your passion muscles and you got your money, financial muscles, all right? So let's break them down easy. Mind muscles, how do you train that? Listen to a podcast like you're doing right now, right? Read a book. Literally, maybe listen to a motivational message, educate yourself
We all
on the
know
virus
you have
going
that
on
book, all right, that
You
you've
all
been
have
wanting
it.
to read.
For 2 years, you've had
2
it.
years. Who knows how long? I'm guilty of that.
That's
and
actually me.
it's watched, and we look at it every day, and we're like, I'll read
not
it.
today.
Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe someday. But remember, someday never comes.
Ever. So remember, focus on today. Pick up that book now.
Just even
open
if
it
it's
up.
one chapter, all right? A day. We
10
have
pages,
the time.
10 pages. Expand your mind. How is it that you're training your mental muscles? The thing is with the mind, if you don't control your mind, someone else will. All right. So if you're not choosing what you put into it, then you're going to watch the media and your mind's going to become negative.
You have that mind nutrition.
Literally. That's what it is. Mind nutrition. What is it that you're putting healthy into your mind? Because I know you guys are on your phone. I know you guys are watching out for the coronavirus. So look, put something positive in there. What about your body? Stay active. Online workouts, at-home workouts. We were doing workouts yesterday with laundry detergents, paint cans, tables, chairs.
Vacuums.
You can vacuums. We're not even joking. We're dead serious. You can use anything for resistance, all right? And honestly, I'm telling you today, my legs are more sore than they've been in a year. And this
you
is the
were
first.
Sweating yesterday.
I was drenched, and it was all body weight, like all body weight. I used very little weight, maybe 10 pounds of laundry detergent up top
definitely.
for a minute, 2 minutes. Most of the workout was body weight, and I'm dead. I'm more sore than ever. So don't make an excuse saying that you can't train your body right now. I don't have weights.
I challenge you to leave on the comments below, all right? I want you to write down something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, a hobby, whether it's working out at home, something that you've been passionate but just never had the time to do it. I want you to write down in the comment below, right there, wherever it's at, it's on the sides, up, wherever it's at. But I want you to write down like, hey, coach, I've been wanting to learn how to do this, or I haven't practiced this in years. All right? This is my challenge to you guys.
Amen. So next part. Passion muscles, fulfillment muscles. The thing is, what Robert's talking about, you guys got to realize you can go through every single day life. And they say that once you're on your deathbed, that you're really going to think about what you missed out on. And you don't want to go through a whole lifetime. Like the number one thing about this coronavirus is making me realize, oh, shoot, if I am quarantined inside, what did I miss out on? And I'm like, man, I really wish I would have spoke to more people. I really wish I would have inspired or impacted more people. And like I said, that's my personal goal. But what is it for you?
We love to inspire people. That's our biggest thing.
And
this is why we started this. We wanted not just to inspire you in fitness, but we want to inspire you mentally, emotionally. Because from our first episode, the biggest thing we tell people, it's going to be the commitment, all right? Are you committed to taking care of yourself? Are you committed to taking care of yourself emotionally, physically, and, on the heart? So that's why we started this, because I get it. We can always work out. That's a big thing. But if the commitment is not there, if the emotional is not there, if spiritually is not there, right, then we have to take that step back, look ourselves in the mirror, and seeing, are you happy with who you are right now?
And guys, it's going to take commitment. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take structure. All right. The other part that I kind of want to tell you, remember, you guys have gratitude muscles. All right. What are you doing to be grateful right now? Are you counting your blessings? I know I kind of mentioned that already in the earlier part, but I really want you guys to realize the more that you see positive in your life,
the more positivity it becomes.
Exactly. Like you will not see bad in your life. You will learn to see bad situations as
an
positive.
Opportunity to grow.
And literally, you'll find other people where they're like looking at the same thing you're looking at, and they see it as the worst thing going on, and you can see it as an opportunity. And that's it. You just have to be an opportunist. You have to be able to see that opportunity in the situation going on. So guys, look, stay as healthy as you can. Train your mind, body, spirit. Make sure you're saving money right now. Make sure you're being financially smart, not blowing cash.
And if you're fine, financially, help those that might need help.
Small businesses.
I know the biggest thing for right now is small businesses that are still open, that are able to stay open, help them out. I know it's tough right now because, like I said, there's a shutdown and everything, but hey, humanity needs help, and it starts with one person at a time.
Guys, my number one quote that I'm living by right now is failure to prepare is preparing to fail. So don't live in fear, but do prepare for the worst, right? If you expect the worst, it's actually there's this old school philosophy back in the Roman Empire called Stoicism. And I think I'm saying that right, pronouncing it right. But Marcus Aurelius, I think that's how you say his name. He's the Roman emperor back at that time. And, they used to journal every single day. And there was a lot of strong philosophy from Socrates and all these other people that were around that time. And the number one thing that they talked about is that suffering makes humans stronger, right? Like suffering is actually
it's
essential part of life. It's healthy, all right? And most people try to avoid suffering. Look, suffering is inevitable.
The biggest
pain is temporary.
Yeah, pain is truly.
It's a choice.
Here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize and understand is that the more you try to avoid suffering, the more you will suffer. But hey, guys, I hope you guys liked today's episode. If you guys have any questions, all right, we're going to have consistent flow of podcast episodes. Obviously, we're stuck at home. You guys are stuck at home. So we're trying to give this information to you guys, just help you guys out with any motivation, whether it's physically, emotional. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Message us, all right? You can message us through our Instagram, through our Gmails, through like how we said in the commercial. Don't be afraid. Just don't be like, hey, nah. Hey, let us know. We want to hear how you're feeling, all right? We want to know what's your emotional, what's your mental state right now, right? Because at the end of the day, we're here for you guys. We may not be physically here with you, right? But we're there for you, okay? It just takes one click right there to send that message. We're here to help you guys out.
Our heart's invested, guys, and we need you to know we are coaches, and coaches means that we are there for you, not from just the times that you're signed up with us, from point A all the way to your end destination, all right? So no matter where you're going to point B, point C, point D right now, we're all the way through with you, A through Z, through every point in your life. So right now, just realize that. You can rely on us, you can count on us, and even though we're not seeing each other as much, we are 100% here for you. Yeah. And if you guys haven't ever had a coach in your life, if you're listening to this, like I just came across it because someone shared it, whatever it is, I want you guys to realize you can count on us.
Share this video with everybody.
Reach out to us. Share it with people, but reach out to us as
well. Spread the word, support us, We're doing this on our own thing. This is just us doing it, all right? And we're trying, like I said, we're trying to help out as many people, whether you guys are not a member of us or are a member of us, that we train and coach. Spread the word, all right? Show this to your mother, show this to your family members, show this to your significant other, all right? Like I said, we are here to keep you that motivation, all right? Whether it's, hey, information, motivation, physically, emotionally, all that stuff, all right? But hey, like I said, hope you guys, everybody liked today's episode. Have a good one. Stay at home, relax, spend some time with your family. Peace.
Woo! Yeah!
Muscles.